All right, let's talk about it. I see your questions out there. You're asking, how do I stop micromanaging? How do I avoid micromanaging? So, my question is, what causes people to become lurking managers? I mean, we all know that manager, the one who's constantly hovering over their team, who checks and double checks their work, who nitpicks every little detail. I mean, I personally had a manager who would nitpick down to changing specific words in the reports that were being created. It was super petty. And yes, it was micromanaging, or as I now refer to it, evil lurking. If you recognize any of the following 5 sins in your leadership style, it's time to change. Because micromanaging isn't just a bad habit, it's holding you and your team back. Let's break it all down so you can stop or avoid lurking and start leading. The first sin of micromanaging is lack of trust. Micromanagers don't trust their team to get the job done without constant supervision. Their thinking is, well, if I don't check every detail, they're going to mess it up. In truth, if people are properly hired and trained, given the resources and the support that they need, then they should be capable. By hovering and nitpicking, micromanagers don't just frustrate their teams, they tell them through those actions that they don't believe in them. And when people feel micromanaged, they shut down. They stop taking initiative, they cease to offer ideas, or they just start doing the bare minimum. So ask yourself, am I trusting my team to deliver, or am I sabotaging their confidence by second guessing their every move? The second sin, micromanagers often believe that their way is the only way. Look, I get it. Many managers have been doing this for a long time. And even if you're a new manager, maybe you were promoted from the position that your team is in. So you know what works. But here's the thing. There's more than one way to solve a problem. And your team might surprise you with creative approaches that you never even considered. People who micromanage because they think their way is the only way stifle creativity and innovation. They also send a message to their teams that they don't value their ideas. Good leaders guide the destination and allow their teams to figure out their own path. So to all the micromanagers out there, it's okay. Let go of control and allow your team to find their own way. Now, this is a tough one to admit. Sin number 3 is for the people who micromanage because they fear that their team is going to outshine them. If you're this micromanager, maybe you're worried that your team is going to get credit for a big win, or even worse, that they're going to make you look unnecessary. Just know that great leaders aren't threatened by their team's success. They're proud of it. When your team wins, you win. Their success reflects your leadership. So instead of holding them back, help them shine. Trust me, your career is likely to grow when you become known as the leader who develops top talent, not the one who hogs all the glory. Sin number 4 is a big one. Micromanagers often lack confidence. Sometimes micromanaging has nothing to do with the team. It's about the micromanager. If this is you, you might be second guessing your decisions, which causes you to obsess over every detail. Believe me, your team can tell when you're unsure, and it makes them feel unsure as well. So what's the fix for this? Build confidence in your leadership ability. Confidence doesn't mean you'll have the answers to everything. It means that you trust yourself that you can figure things out, and you empower your team to do the same. When you lead with confidence, you won't feel the need to be in control of every little thing. And finally, sin number 5. Outside of building confidence, many micromanagers need to level up their leadership skills. Let's keep it real. Many of us did not receive any formal training when we stepped into management. So this means you're figuring out things as you go. And sometimes micromanaging feels like the easiest way to stay on top of things. But unfortunately, micromanaging isn't leading. It's reacting. If you want to stop or avoid micromanaging, you've got to invest in yourself. You got to learn to delegate, coach, and build trust with your team. These aren't skills that we were born with. These are skills that we develop over time. Once you level up, you will see your team and your career grow, and that nagging need to micromanage will diminish. So, are you guilty of any of these sins? If you found yourself nodding along, no worries, you're never alone. The good news is you can break free from these bad habits and truly become the leader you desire to be and that your team needs. If you found this information helpful, then like the video, subscribe to my channel. Let's lead better together. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.